I would imagine nearly a third of men in the West, particularly in Britain, who are these excess males, they're just not needed. They're like not needed by the women. They don't have any romantic interests. Uh, they've got no money. They've got no property. They've got no status. They've just got fuck all. And how do these guys get through the day? Well, they get through the day through consuming mainstream media culture. So they get into shit like watching sports, like soccer, watching a bunch of millionaires kick a bag of wind around. Or they get into crap like the UFC, watching some dude from Dagestan fight a guy from United States beating the shit out of each other. Or they get into K1 or they get into boxing, watching a couple of athletes beat the shit out of each other. And they might get into music and listen to music all the time, or they probably take drugs because they're unhappy and they're traumatized by their circumstance, and they'll drink. Some of them go on medication, and they're basically being entertained and distracted and medicated, but they're driven crazy because they're just not needed. They're lonely excess males. So this type of man is in a much worse position than the poorest man in the poorest country in the world who's got a hut and he's got a wife and kids and he's needed by society and he's got a bit of stake in society. Their life is incomparably worse. And if you say that in mainstream discourse, they will say you're ungrateful. They will say